This is a 5-count, 6-ounce Juusto baked cheese assortment. So if you are a cheesinator like I am and you just love cheese in any form, how about experiencing cheese warm with just a little bit of a shell on top? This is Marie-Louise Ludwig, who brings us wonderful gourmet treats and wonderful foods and has been doing so for decades. I am so excited to try this.
Yes.
I want to dive in really quickly to talk about each flavor. Traditional cheese over there.
Traditional, garlic, bacon, and Italiano.
You get all 4 of them. They come to you like this, and then you can opt to either put them in the oven, put them on top of the stove like what we've done here in a pan and brown them up. But what's an Juusto? How did this come to be?
This dates back to Scandinavia 200 years ago. This is a whole milk cheese that was then tried in the United States. Please dive in.
Yeah.
Tried in the United States and loved. So they brought it to Wisconsin, to a 3rd-generation cheese family. This is made with whole, fresh milk.
Okay.
Not just any milk, but milk that is raised in small herds that are allowed to pasture, milk that is milked from the cows, brought over in those big milk cans, the old-fashioned way, so you don't compromise on the butter fat. Tons of milk made into the blocks of cheese and then toasted off. This is meant to be eaten warm.
Goodness.
Yes, this is grilling cheese. Cheese is crazy, as you said right now.
I've never heard of anything like this before.
It's warm cheese. So if you're someone who loves cheese and you're getting a little tired of just cubes of sharp cheddar or little Parmesan crisp, dive on in right now, because what happens is you put these on your skillet, for example, low and slow. You allow them to warm up, and as they do, the butter fat rises to the top and it starts to glisten. And then look what happens. It doesn't
starts to burn. It doesn't ooze. It's not like
doesn't ooze like regular cheese would ooze. Look at this. It holds its shape, but it's buttery.
This is like
melty,
a breadless grilled
crunchy.
cheese sandwich.
It is. It's actually called bread cheese. So look at this. So this is beautiful, enjoyed as is. It's a perfect way to get your protein and have your cheese all together. But think about when you're having people over, whether it's your house or tailgating, and you have it going on a skillet, or you could do it in the microwave or warm it up in the oven, and you break it up into pieces, and your guests can have warm cheese to go with anything from charcuterie to dipping it in marinara sauce.
I love all the things you've done for us here. Put this on a little piece of bread.
Yes.
That bacon is ridiculous.
Isn't it?
Stop.
It is so good.
Oh my God.
And this is made the old-fashioned way. So there's one family in Wisconsin that makes this, and we're so happy to bring it to QVC.
What you've done
so
here,
what we've done here is we put it on one of our Cook's Essentials cast iron skillets, and we've warmed it off. It's still a little toasty on here, and then you smear the marinara sauce on this. A nice crusty bread with a little bit of olive oil on here,
Look at
some warm cheese and marinara, and you are good to go.
Oh my goodness.
It's delicious, it's filling, it's warm and satisfying, but it's cheese and flavors in a whole different way made fresh.
Oh man.
Is that not good?
That is so good. Rick, come on in here. Have you ever had Juusto?
That's a Wisconsin, Minnesota thing.
It's a Wisconsin kind of thing in here.
That's a Midwestern deal.
So we've got traditional.
But I love your discovery on this. Like, you are really discovering this right now.
Here's the thing.
I would do the bread thing.
I would do a grilled cheese sandwich every day if I could. But I can't do it because I don't want the bread. Well, guess what? Now I can have the grilled cheese without the bread.
Yeah, and it's warm on here. Are you ready?
I also want to try this last flavor.
Yep. I actually put some of this on my griddle at home this morning and had this going. It just takes a few minutes for that butter fat to rise and it starts to glisten. And you have got instant, warm, delicious whole milk cheese.
How about putting this on top of those English muffins that we have coming up?
Oh, that would be great. That would be great.
Yes,
and
please.
For anybody that's on a diet that's lower in carbs, this is a great way to add that cheese, that dairy, without having just that plain cheddar. You got this delicious cheese all the way through. Look at the sandwiches we've done down here. You can actually use it on the outside. You can wrap this up in bacon if you want to, and bake it in the oven.
Oh my gosh.
I like to.
Marie Louise, stop! I can't take it. You're crushing me.
I like to cut the little pieces up. Think about this. Cut the little pieces up with some cooked bacon and a tomato, and wrap it up in lettuce.
Delicious too. Look at this with the olive oil,
warm cheese.
So entertaining, right?
Olives.
Little wine tasting.
Crusty bread.
It'd be
and
irresistible.
tomatoes, yep. And this is really great for tailgating as well. You can.
Yeah.
Get your fork in there. So if you're going
love the idea of all
tailgating and
those
you're going to have a
flavors.
grill
I'm gonna do
going
that.
In that
anyways,
sauce.
and you want appetizers,
Was that just olive oil?
Greg
Yeah, just
Shockley is
just olive oil.
stalking us.
He's
No,
stalking
you
us
can't
back
come
there.
in. No, Greg, you can't. Come on, I'm only kidding.
Come on in. Can I tell you something?
I love this stuff.
Talking about
No, wait, we
milk.
don't have, let me just say this. We don't have a lot of these to go around, so I'm just giving you a heads up. I got stuck in this whole presentation. I apologize. We're limited. If you want these, I want to go through the flavors one more
Please
time. Go ahead,
do.
Greg. Jump
Please
in.
do. Greg, jump in. It's nice and hot.
All right.
It's very hot.
Greg's not even
Very
on
hot.
today. Do you know that? He's not even on.
Who
Came
are
in.
you?
You put the earpiece in. Yeah, he just
told you.
comes in for the free food.
First
the
up,
Italiano.
Italiano.
So that's got the Italian spices all the way through it, and then next to it is
Thank you, guys.
bacon.
You're welcome.
So it's got real bacon crumbles all the way through with that warm melty cheese. This is going to be garlic.
Right.
So you've got the essence of garlic with that
Jeez,
cheese,
that's good.
and then the traditional is just that warm
it's
melted
just the
cheese
cheese,
in
the
there.
flavor of the cheese. That's right.
So think about the milk in this. I want everybody to know 1 gallon of milk. All of this milk will make just three of these for 1 gallon of milk.
Wow.
So you're getting a ton of fresh milk.
700 already spoken for. This is what it looks like when it comes to you. You can opt to take it out and prepare it in 2 ways. By itself, put it on the pan, slow and low. So we mean like just have that pan heated
You
up
want it to
enough
get that
so it's
real-
going to start to slowly melt that cheese, but also
A gentle bubble.
Caramelize the outside. Get that nice little crust, and then
Yeah.
flip it until it's at the temperature that you want to enjoy it out.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just so good and so different. And
the
because you're
appetizer for
getting
the season.
5 of these, 5. Because you're getting 5. Feel free to break this up. Wouldn't this be great with, somebody's like bottle of wine to give
Yes.
them a whole Italian
Look at the
meal
down here. Yeah.
I mean, this would be a perfect little way to put this into a gift set. Now, when we are not using these are in the refrigerator.
Yep, refrigerator if you're going to use them, or you can freeze them up to 6
Okay.
months and pull them out and thaw them out and then put them into
Yeah.
the pan. I say this is going to become the appetizer of
Right.
the season.
Well, we have 700 remaining out of the 2,000 that we started with.
Oh, my
so
goodness,
if
you're
you
gonna
want to
love this.
try the Guusto, and you have to say
Guusto.
Guusto like that. Guusto has all the gusto.
It does, it really does.
This is delicious. So
Aw,
cheers to
quick
you.
thank.
And
Thanks,
go ahead and
everybody.
place your order. M65544 is the item number. And there is no auto delivery on this, so this is your chance to try this.
Oh, it's so crispy on the outside. I love that crispy.
Now talk about this, Jane. Wait a minute. Oh my God.